Hey, bitch.
Hey, bitch. Not Ed and Winnie ride or die together again.
That's
Not
right.
us
Mm-mm.
on this YouTube live tonight. You know what we did? We made a mistake of telling people to ask us questions. And like, did you look at the questions on the community page?
I did, but I didn't write them down, and meant to do that.
It's
I do
okay. I can
remember
switch over.
some.
I got my iPad in here, so we're
Okay,
okay.
perfect.
I
Okay.
won't be able to look at the chats, but I can switch over. So I figured
Yeah,
I do have a story to tell you, which is so effed up in many, many ways.
I'm ready for it.
Hey, Cammy. Hey, Kaylee. Hey, Birkin Boy. Hi to everyone. Okay, so my little mower guy, he's so cute, guys. He's cute. He's like in his 20s, though. Yeah, nearly married. They just got a house. Sweet. Totally cute though. Bear in mind, he's like a young Heath Ledger. Okay.
Oh,
So we pay him like every 2 weeks. Okay. And so today was the day that we had to pay him. So I heard the lawnmower come on and do its thing. So Ed, oh my God, my face is probably going to be beet red, but I get his money and I go out to the back because for some reason he started in the back today. I don't even know,
mm,
whatever. So he was my backyard man today. You know what I mean? Like he started in my backyard, right?
okay.
So I go out, and normally I just am like at a strip club with him, like, hey, here's your money, come get it, and,
Come
like
get.
that. And he
You're
he
like
like
this,
shuts,
right?
right, like, but he'll shut off the mower and he'll like come over. But I realize that probably gets on his nerves because he's got his
And it's
like little things
true.
in. He's in a thing, man.
Yeah.
He's doing the damn thing. So today I do the same thing, but I go out to the deck in the backyard because that's where he's out. And I go, hi. And he's coming around, and I can see for one split second, like, bitch, you can't walk off your porch and give me the money one fucking like, you know what I mean?
He's like, come
Like,
on.
like I see it in his eyes, you know what I'm saying? Like I can like it just flashed for 1 second because he kind of just went, and then he started to turn, and I went, no, it's fine because I didn't want to put him out.
Yeah,
Ed, who fell off the porch?
you did. Oh my God. In front of the hot mower guy?
And there are three of them. He has the crew. Like it's him. Like the other
Oh.
two are weed eating, and then he's
Mhm.
running the skag or whatever it's called.
Yeah,
What an awful name for a mower, anyway.
it looks fun.
So I go and I forget that there's 3 steps down to the yard because let's face it, I don't ever go outside.
Me either.
And I definitely don't get on like the grass.
Oh.
So yeah, I'm like, what is this? So I don't even think about it, but I step down from the top all the way and skip the 2 steps and like do
That's
this.
the worst. I've done that.
It's like when you step in a hole, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, what do you
Mhm.
know about stepping in a hole? But you know what I mean? Like when
You
you
think.
step down in a hole
Yeah.
and you don't expect you're going to,
And
and
you
it
like
was that
twist
thing.
your ankle and you hit the ground.
Yes, I didn't actually hit the ground. Thank
That's
you,
good.
Jesus. But he went out, like he was like, oh, and I knew he saw, and I went,
You're
I
like,
walked over
take
to
your
him.
shirt off.
I'm like, oh no. How did I go, oh my God, I'm sorry. I probably fell off the porch because I'm fat. That's what I say to him.
Oh my
What?
God.
He was like, what?
You're like, it just happened because
He was like, thank you, but I couldn't look at him. I could not look at him. I was
Oh
just like,
God.
okay, bye. Mower,
You're like, just take your
guy.
money, cut my grass. I gotta go.
I told Bill, and Bill said, don't worry, because Bill talks to him like all the time. They
Hmm.
text and stuff. And he said, You wait till I text him and tell him what a drunk you are, day drinking again. I was like, that's what you need to do because that makes way more sense than me
The,
just totally being sober and never being in grass and falling
you're
off.
like, I missed a step because I'm fat.
I know, that's the word. That's the exact thing I said to him. Like, what? This
So,
does not even make any sense.
oh God, I do stupid shit like that all the time.
Ugh.
I never, like, just the weirdest shit comes out of my mouth, and then I'll, like, think about it afterwards, and I'm like, why?
Oh my god, my face. So I mean, it's all it's like sideline afterwards embarrassment. Like, so that shit happened.
I love it.
I am so mortified. And I told Bill, I was like, you know what? At least I don't have to see him for a couple more weeks.
Yeah.
Because you know he's paid up this week and next week, and then it'll be the weekend. Maybe he'll forget that that old lady just almost fell into a running mower blade.
I
Like,
feel like, I feel like they see shit like that all the time. I mean, they probably don't go, it's because I'm fat. Sorry.
like
It's,
why did
it's
that?
because I'm fat. I'm so sorry
I,
that I almost went under your
I'm
propeller.
so I literally said like, oh my god, I just almost fell. It's probably because I'm fat. And then I was like, what? And then I realized I said those words out of my mouth instead of like, shut
Oh
up.
God. Story of my life. So funny story is my dad always gets on me because for the last like forever since I've ever lived anywhere, I always pay for my yards to be done. And he's
Yeah.
always like, you need to get out there and cut your own grass. Like you'd save so much money every like month and blah 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 blah. And I'm like this. No. First off,
No.
girl, it makes me itch. I'm not itching. I'm not gonna cut that grass and feel itchy.
It
Like
is like 105
no, yeah,
degrees.
I'm not doing it. And like how people like love to go out and they just do so much yard work and they love doing that stuff. And then they're like coming to get a drink and they're all sweaty and stuff.
Ugh.
No. No, I'll pass.
You can keep that. Sorry. I have
Yeah.
not mowed my yard in 34 years. I know one time we lived in this really nice rental house that had an in-ground pool and
Ooh.
everything. Like,
You were
yeah, it was
fancy,
Bill's
bitch.
boss's, you know. I know. We lived there and we lived on a big hill. So like the back porch, you know, went down into the level
Mm-hmm.
area, which was the pool. But that freaking hill was like slanted. I mean, it was like, oh God, you know. But I mean, I was in my 20s, 30s then, you know, early 30s. So I was like fit. And I'm like,
You're
yeah.
like,
And then
bitch is
I
gone
was,
swimming.
I was taking like fan, you know, I was fat, you know. So Bill, he just like, cause he's always done, you know, heat pump sales and, you know, heating and air.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is his like he is running literally from the time he gets up. People were calling him at 6 something this morning. Like that's
Ugh.
do you know what I mean? Like so
Yeah.
that's when he gets this if it gets really, really cold or really, really hot, he is hopping. So in the summer, we didn't hire it out. We bought mowers and he always would weed eat and mow and you know do he has done that all throughout except for the last 4 or 5 years, you know.
Yeah.
So the grass would get really tall, and the only way that I knew it was that when we went down to the pool, right? I, you know, I could see it, and we were outside more. You know, I just had the one kid then, so I told him, I kept saying like, "You are gonna have to cut this grass. It's crazy. Like even our neighbors are gonna like say some shit like." Cut the grass. He's like, babe, I don't. I mean, he was like gone from
Yeah.
before, you know what I mean, all day. So it just wasn't getting done. And so I knew he was coming home. And I got that mower out and it was one of those, you know, it had the bar where you could hold this bar and
First
it
off,
would
and they
go.
shake.
Yes. And it would like self-propel itself.
Mm-hmm.
And so I did get it out. I mean, this is not a funny story. Like, there's no happy ending, no tragic ending. But he did come home while I was doing, and I must have gotten 2 stripes. Like, up and down. The front yard was level, right?
Yeah.
And then it went to like a fence. And I must have just gotten like from the fence where I started it 2 times. And then he pulled out. And I mean, he left the car running, like his truck running and everything. He was like, "What the hell are you doing? Oh my God, stop mowing." And I was like, I am perfectly capable of mowing. I have mowed my mom, grandma, everybody's yard for years. I used to do it for money for people like my neighbors and stuff. Like I used to when I was a kid. That's what I did.
Yeah.
And I was like, I am no stranger to a lawnmower, honey, or a weed eater, or a hedge clipper, or nothing, honey. Well, hedge clippers. Oh, yeah, like, yes, those, yes. So I knew all about that stuff. But he was like, no. So that is my only time in our married and dating and together life that I have ever mowed the yard.
So it's partly Bill's fault that you're a bougie bitch.
Well, yeah, that has because I fully did it until I met him. I
Yeah.
fully mowed my yard, mowed my grandmother's yard, mowed my uncle's yard. I mowed people's yard like that. What my aunt, I mowed their yard
Mm-hmm.
all the time. Like it was not a thing, honey. I was good at. I striped it and everything. Like I was good at mowing. You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna lie. Like but he is like, no. And it was therapeutic. Like, you know how it, I don't know, when you just do a repetitive thing like that, you kind of take your mind off of it. And, back then we had those big,
Uh-huh.
and, I had my Walkman, and it would just kind of, you would just think of things and, it's kind of therapeutic, kind of.
I'd rather just go for a walk or something.
Yeah. It's kind of like that, just tuning out the world and getting it
Yeah.
done. But anyway, there's my lawn mowing story. We can move it. Let's say some hellos, Ed. Ed, tell me about anything that you want to tell us. Go.
What you want me? You just put me on the spot.
Yeah, I did. Bitch.
So I got nothing.
You got nothing?
No, girl. I got
Well, how
nothing.
about let's see. How about Tara's makeup and handbags? Hey girl. Lisa, hi doll. Lisa, take it or leave it. Love her. Saying hi. Chris is here. The thick Titan. I love to say that. Chris is here. He needs a good laugh. Your tiny dog is dying. Oh my God. I lost mine in August last year, my Chihuahua. I had to, yeah. He was dying. He was on his last legs for a while, but then it was that fateful day. I knew it was going to happen to you. I knew. Chris, I feel for you, babe. I feel for you. I'm
Yep.
so sorry. So, yeah, you do need some laughing, my friend. Oh, my gosh. And if I make you a moderator by mistake, I apologize. I just keep pushing the screen and shit comes up. So just ignore that. I don't need anything, guys. I have to think of a good question. Cami, go ahead. Chris, Cami says sorry. And Chris says she's praying for her senior pup too. Yeah, you don't think like you get that, but I do fully get into my fur babies, and I still to this day miss my cat. My cat has been gone for 20 years, but I still think about him. I still see pictures of him, and it gets melancholy. And then our dogs, who are both Maryland, are 7.
Yeah.
So,
That's
and
great.
I know it's hard
The
to think
day we found that out.
I know that we found that out. That's crazy. But my kids, tell me all the time, like, because I always say, "Oh, she's such a sweet puppy," and my kids are like, "Mom, she's a fully grown old lady." Like, and then I think about that, like, oh God,
I know. I think about it too.
I can't. I just am like, oh no. But inevitably, we go into loving a pet knowing that we are going to love that thing with all our heart, and one day it's going to break our heart, not mean to. But yeah, I just went melancholy on you guys. Kelly's here. Your mom's here.
Hey,
Hello,
Mama.
hello. My favorites ever. And she does want to come on with us someday. So we're going to make that happen.
She's actually wanting to start her own YouTube channel, and I'm so supporting her in that. Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. I'll totally subscribe.
Yeah. I've got her into like, well, I mean, she looks at things that I buy sometimes and is like this. No. But she like, I don't know, she likes handbags and stuff, but she also is into like, girl, if you've seen how many Temu packages come to this house every week.
Oh,
And I
people
was
love
like,
those.
girl, they're having like people are unboxing those and doing like Temu hauls and stuff. Go do it.
Do it. I would
More
definitely
power to you.
watch. I would watch. I would
Oh, she's a
watch.
hoot
Jane
too.
is here. Hello, Jane. Sean. Hi, Winnie. Hi, Ed. Funny story, Winnie. I did that once, stepping into a public hot tub at Wolf Lodge. Oh, I know where that is. That's hilarious. Filled with people though. That's not. Oh my God, girl. Oh, I thought there was a step. There wasn't. Mortified girl. Did you go under? At least you had like water to cushion the. I swear to you guys, since I did that, because when it happens, you're just embarrassed and like, oh
Mm-hmm.
shit. But as the day wore on, like my neck and right here in the middle of my back, because it's jolting and all this like,
Yeah.
whoop, you know what I mean? And I'm like, I'm gonna be feeling that for a couple days. Not only am I gonna be embarrassed, I'm gonna be sore, honey. And this is not how I want to be sore,
No.
as you guys know.
Once
Uh,
you go through your comments, I actually thought of a falling story that I can
oh, good.
tell you.
Okay.
Mhm.
So, Cammy's saying hi to Jane. Jane says busy doing a declutter. Oh God, girl. Brian is here.
Hey,
Oh,
Brian.
hi, sweetie. Jane is saying gonna take a few weeks. Feels so good to get rid of stuff and not shopping either. Oh, girl. I don't know nothing about that. What you're talking about at all? You know me. Um, Let's see here. Jane says our sweet old senior dog passed about a month ago. Oh my God, Jane, I didn't know that. I'm so sorry. And your other dog has become super anxious. It's not fun.
Oh,
Oh, I'm sorry. Ugh, I hate that. I am sending you my love for that. Like, seriously. I hate that. It's so sad. Cami says I don't have any grass in my backyard, but weeds come through. Every time my husband goes in the backyard to pull them, he gets poison ivy. That's terrible.
that's
Laura's here.
horrible.
Hi, my beauties. From what I read, the best way to help get through it is to get another dog. Yeah, it is. But
Mm.
the older I get, the less I want another. I don't want to go through it again. And then especially a dog, guys, because then you've got to secure the dog in a place. You can't leave the dog alone. You've got to find someone to board the dog. Boarding's hell. Then we have a groomer, and I cook her food even. So like
Mhm.
all the shit that I do for her, like I can imagine one day I don't want her to ever leave, but when she does, I can imagine like I kind of really don't want to go through it again. But I've always had pets, so.
I think that's
But
how I'm gonna be. I think after Maryland, I think that's it for me.
Cami says, I have a question. Do either of you feel like this YouTube channel and shopping and spending money is just getting too much and you want to just throw in the towel?
No.
No, rehab is for quitters. I'm not a quitter. No, I'm kidding. Uh, yes, I do, but I also feel like I just said this in a video today, and I know you're going to tell me a story, so I'm going to let you do that. But just real quick,
Yep.
I said to myself, and then when I did the video, I actually said it in the video that like as I try to get my health better and try to control, that is it. I mean, that is where my focus is every day. So I mindlessly spend, uh, and it's a problem. It is a problem, and I know it's a problem. And why do I keep saying it's a problem and then not get help? And then also, you look back at your analytics because I've done 400 and some odd videos. And sometimes I go back through and look what's evergreen, what's not trending, what didn't work, what worked. And every single frigging time, you can go on my top videos right now and see what they are. They are hauls and unboxings and shopping. So, other than changing the niche of this channel, which I probably would do and should do, uh, I'm in a, you're in a catch 22 because what people see, and I know there are, probably 1,000 people out there that have said, we don't care what you do. We'll watch your channel. But then the other, you know, 6,000, 7,000 people are like, no, bitch, we only come to see you buy crazy stuff. That's it. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's a catch. It's more than a catch 22. It's a fuel, like, you have to spend to keep earning and spend and earn and spend and earn, and the problem is that I enjoy spending. I enjoy buying them and I still want to. So anyway, that's my take on it. How do you feel? And after you tell us how you feel about it, lead into your falling story.
Okay. So
I'm
I
sorry, I just belched, guys.
am nowhere near like a bigger channel to where I'm like making any money off of it or anything yet.
But you will.
But
You
I
will.
will, yeah. But
Yeah.
I was just sent you and Autumn a message the other day. If it wasn't for this YouTube channel with some of the things that I've went on or went through in the last like few months, I don't think I would have made it through some of those things. So
Yeah. So it is
um
therapy for you.
it's
Yeah.
therapeutical for like whatever, is that the
Yeah.
right word? Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it gets my mind off of it. Filming these videos and then editing them, it like occupies me throughout the week. And in my head, if I want to spend money, because like right now we know the situation where Allstate let me go. But if I want to spend money, then something that I don't carry, I'm going to get
Yeah.
rid of it, and that's going to be money to spend on something else. And I know a lot of people don't agree with that way of doing it, but
Right. But it's your
it's my
life,
stuff.
it's your
Yeah.
money, and it's your stuff. So I will judge people when I see something, but then in 1 second I think, what why did I just think that thought? Like, who
Yeah.
gives a shit? Like, that's their I'm not having, I don't that's not me, right?
Well, for
So
instance, like this bag here, I unboxed it and I truly loved this bag 2 months ago, like when I unboxed it.
yeah.
And girl asked me if it's ever left the house. Like it's not. And like so at some point when I have a vlog sale, I guarantee you that's gonna be
That'll
something
be in
that's
it.
like, yeah, like
It's
that's
the
gonna be
curse
one of
of
the
a green
pieces.
bag.
I do not, and this bag was such a great deal and it was such a
It's
good
gorgeous.
bag,
Yeah.
but yeah. So
The
that's
curse of a green bag, I'm telling
Yeah,
you.
this Dooney here. Love that bag. Don't ever carry it.
Never carry it.
Actually, this Portland Leather Goods was one of my favorite bags when I first got it, but
Yeah.
I realized I like the totes better. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
therefore, they're just not going to stay in my collection. So I feel like eventually I'll weed them out, and
Yeah.
then I'll have money. Which I'll have a job here before long, and we know that I'll continue the shop then. But
Yeah.
it's therapeutical. Like I want to buy this stuff. Like this is what makes me happy. So
It does make you happy.
do
And
I?
maybe we should start, like, channels should start, instead of buying, like, trade videos are doing well and tracking. And
Yeah.
Jackie, I don't know where Jack's at, but like, she has done very well trading. So that
We have
might
a
be
video coming up
something.
Wednesday, me and her.
Yeah. So you see, that's a good idea too. I mean, selling is kind of dipped. You're taking less for the bag.
Hmm.
So I get it. I mean, I totally get it. So yeah.
Oh, and we'll go into my story. So this isn't so much like yours, but it was one of the most embarrassing things. So my sister, this was probably, oh God, 8 years ago or so. And I was like, they had people over too. That's what, if it was just her and her husband, dude, I wouldn't have gave a shit.
Yeah.
But she had like people over at her house. And you know that I used to be like, I'm still big, but I used to be a lot bigger than I am now.
You look
And
great.
thank you.
You're
And
doing good.
so I was walking on her porch and my effing leg a board broke. I went balls deep
Oh my God.
in front
Yes.
of people. And like, I pretty much did like a split. Like my one leg was out still like
Yeah.
on the deck. And then my other leg was straight down in the, like fell through the porch. Yeah.
No.
And oh God, I couldn't get out of the hole because I was laughing so hard, embarrassed. Like it was a wreck. And Kelly is
Yeah.
like running around going, I'm going to pee my pants. I'm going to pee my pants.
Oh my god.
Disaster. Yeah, it was a mess.
That's crazy. I mean, I'm pretty sure that has I've shallow howled, as you all know, chairs. I did that at Bill's which my family, but our family reunion. One of those, those camping chairs that unfold and you
Mhm.
pack them up and put them in a sleeve, and then we never get them out because our kids don't play ball or anything anymore, so we just never use them. We don't do anything. So they see the light of day once a year. So it kind of like rusted because we keep it in an outbuilding. And I sat down in it and it literally one side went boom. And I was like, ah, and I caught myself with on the ground. But everybody was eating and looking, and I was like, ha, 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 oh my God. And I like popped up really quick, like, what? What somebody must have my chair's broken. Well, look at that. Would you embarrassment
It
like
happens.
from the get.
I
Oh,
I have one of those shallow how moments caught on camera, and I still have it on my phone. So after our live, I was sending a video because it's the same type of chair, and girl, it collapses. You see me fall in this video.
oh
Hilarious.
my God.
I'll send it to you.
You know what? I can't, for some reason, my iPad, I didn't check this out before, guys, but my iPad is not letting me see community posts. It says community posts aren't currently available on your iPad.
Oh no.
Oh my God. I don't know how we're going to answer our questions because all I got is the phone and the iPad.
So, oh god, I can't remember all the questions either. Um, one of them was wanting us to design our own bag and then like what we'd call it, and I didn't really do that homework assignment yet.
Oh my God. Let me see
um,
if you know what? Let me try to get Bill's phone.
oh,
And
there you go.
yeah, and I'll see if I'll be back. Un momento, por favor.
See you when you come back.
Okay, okay. You keep everybody entertained.
Let me
Talk
see if
amongst
I'm.
yourselves.
Hi guys. So can't believe this bitch left me by myself. I can see community post. So I got nothing to talk about, guys. I'm so sorry. So we got to wait for Winnie Bee to come back. But I'm loving her little red W that's next to her Demiera bean. That's cute. Hi, Shelly. Here she comes. So Cami, what started me buying handbags was, well, I've always liked handbags, but um when I bought my first Coach bag, which is this bag here, which I have a video all about that. Um, I don't know, it just gave me like an adrenaline rush. You'll have to go back and watch that video. But no, I've always liked handbags and stuff. I just never felt comfortable carrying them. And then I just got to a point to where as I got older, I just said, I don't give a shit what anybody thinks. I'm gonna do what I want to do, and I'm going to carry whatever I want to carry. So, and that's what I do. But yeah, I've always had a love for all of this stuff. My grandma used to have, you know, lots of handbags and different things like that, and I always just admire them. So yeah, and then I started purchasing, and then what, about 2 years or a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, I started to like kind of watch some of these YouTube channels, and then girl, that made it so much worse. So as I was watching YouTube channels, oh god, buying stuff left and right. So it got really bad in the last couple of years for sure. Oh god,
Okay.
there she is. Girl, I broke
Hey,
into a sweat.
Did you guys have fun?
No, they were so bored for like. I can't
No.
wait for you to go back and rewatch it for literally like 5 minutes. I was like, guys, I don't know what to say. I don't have anything. I was like, I see that Winnie got a red W down by her demi bean. That's
Did you
cute.
guys notice it? So
I
yeah, I ordered those
so
two at the
cute.
same time. Which one do you guys prefer? Like this or the cherries?
I'm kind of digging the W.
Right? Oh my
Yeah.
god, I got it off Etsy. I'm putting it in my next video. I think I already did. I recorded my next video. So. Anyway, Bill loaned me his phone. So, oh my god, do I not know his password? Yeah, I do. Okay. Here we freaking go.
Perfect.
From Jessie. Hey, Jessie. I hope I said hi to you earlier. Here's a task. This was Jessie's question. Here's the task for each of you. Design your perfect bag. Come up with a name for it and for your brand, and design your brand logo. Well, I didn't design this, but I do kind of like the W.
Mm-hmm.
And so if it was me, it would probably circulate around my name because I'm a vain person.
Mine would too, for sure.
Right? And well, most designers do that. And mine would just be, it would be a satchel type bag available in all colors. And I would sell that bitch for $87.90 because it would only cost me $14 to make. Like, I'm so tired of overpriced luxury. Like, let me pay what it's worth, not what you think it's worth. What would you do? Okay, tell me your thoughts.
So mine would be, my name would be something affiliated probably with like my last name or something like that. And then it would be like the size of like a Speedy 20 or something. But
Yeah.
I would want something a little bit more affordable because obviously we know the prices of those. And it would have to have like a really cool like guitar strap type, because I'm into like a good strap girl.
Yes.
And I'd want it offered in lots of fun colors because
Yeah.
the like Louis Vuitton selection of like they do offer like fun colors, but
Yeah.
it's very limited. And
Yeah. It
obviously
is
we can't,
crazy.
not all of us can afford to go buy tons of those. So I would want something a little bit more affordable, kind of similar to like a Speedy 20, but or even do something where you can like go on and like design your own and like add things to, how Coach does that too, like where you can add
Yes.
that would be cool.
Yeah, I love that
Mhm.
aspect. I have never done it, but I've always wanted to like my
I want to
heritage
try it out.
LV. But then what stops me is knowing that like I'll get tired of this bag and I can't sell something with my initials on it. I mean, you can, but you aren't going to get what you have in it. So
Yeah.
that's my breaking point. As a matter of fact, Gene, who is in France right now, Totes Gene, I know you guys know who he is. He bought a bag, and I went on their website, and they, I'm not going to spoil what he got, but they do have that service where you can personalize it. And I just went crazy with that thing. And then I was like, add to cart. And it wouldn't let me. And I was like, oh, shit. But that's a good thing. That's a good thing. So, Brian, oh, I love you, Brian. We love Brian. How did you both get to be so fabulous? Well, Ed.
It's born this way, bitch.
I mean, it's taken 50 years, but damn it. No, I'm kidding. Your mom said, Brian, he gets it from me, his mama. And Brian said, I should have known. That's where mine came from too. Oh, I love you guys. You love your moms. I love somebody that loves their mama. All right, let's see. From Andrea V, or Andrea, sorry if I said it wrong. If each one of you could buy from one brand only from now on, all things considered, including price, usefulness, and availability, new and preloved, etc., which one would it be? You don't have to give up what you already own, just limiting new purchases.
Mine comes straight to my head.
What would you get?
Mine would be like, so it's not like a expensive luxury brand, but regardless, Coach is my favorite.
Yeah.
Coach is my favorite. So
I think, yeah. I think I would go with Coach or Tory Burch because if somebody said like, bitch, you can't have any more designer brands, like, no, it would be a more affordable one. And somebody, if they said it to me, I'd have to adhere to it. So I'm a rule follower, not a rule
Mm-hmm.
breaker. So I would stick to that and go with Amazon. Then I can
Oh,
get bags that look
good.
like other bags.
You could. Yeah.
Yeah. I would stick to whatever Amazon sells. Is that cheating? But no, if I had to pick a brand, I would obviously pick Louis Vuitton, but I can't see myself affording. I say that and oh, frick, stuff coming up.
And she said take the pre-loved. You can't buy pre-loved, right?
Right. No, no, she said new. Oh, yeah. Considered including price, usefulness, and availability, new and pre-loved. So yeah,
Oh,
pre-loved.
mine would still be Coach.
Yeah, Coach is the one. Yeah. The last 5 years of Coach has just been bangers.
Yeah, they've done.
Bangers. Don't let it fall down, Coach. Ruth Wood. Oh, hi, Ruth. I love you. You're having a dinner party and can invite someone alive, someone dead, and a fictional character, not to be anyone you know personally. Who would you ask and why? Okay. So,
Okay.
someone alive.
Mm-hmm. You want me to go first? Because I already got my three.
Yeah, go.
Okay. So I would go with Jennifer. Oh gosh, what's
Jennifer
her last name?
Lawrence?
Jennifer Lawrence, because she's hilarious and I love
She's a
her.
badass too.
Yes, I love her.
Yeah.
The one that would be dead would be I collect Marilyn Monroe stuff, so which most of it's in my attic now because I've phased that part of my like a little bit of it out. But Marilyn Monroe would definitely be who I'd want to talk to and ask questions.
Oh, yeah.
And then the fictional character would be, oh God, I had it in my head because I'm just, a teenager stuck in a fat guy's body. But
What?
it would
Like me
be
telling my mower, I
the
felt something
fictional
flat.
character would probably be Damon Salvatore from True Blood because
Oh my God.
she's fine.
He is, but you know what? I loved Lafayette. You know the guy that played
Oh my
Lafayette?
God, I love Lafayette. And
He's
he's gone.
gone in real life,
I
right?
know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it would be cool. I think he would be like just a fun ass or somebody like Divine because I really, really, really love drag queens and respect my level for because you think about that shit, man. Walking around in them heels
Right.
and face beaded and hair and tucked and all that.
No, thank you.
That that
They're
gets me
very
going. I love that. So yeah,
talented.
it would probably be like Divine or something like that. I don't know.
I think that's good.
But if I would like to go with somebody, it would be comedy for me. So, like a female, anybody that's funny and female. God, I can't even think of any like Amy Schumer maybe or somebody like
Yeah,
that, right?
yeah, she's great.
Oh man, I just love comics. I love comics. And to or maybe like Carol Burnett. And she's still right. And I would like a fictional character. Yeah, Lafayette for sure. And probably yeah, Lafayette was cool. I
Yeah.
mean, just because we said True Blood, and I can't think of nothing else. Oh no. The character from Nurse Jackie. Oh God.
Oh, she's cool too.
Edie
Yeah.
Falco. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Love. Okay, yeah. Or Tony Soprano or something like that. Like I love. Um. So yeah, and that's fictional character, and then someone did like Phyllis Diller or Lucille Ball, somebody funny, some lady that is powerful and ballsy, and what Betty Davis. Come on, like somebody who really told Hollywood like shove it. I'm gonna play this game my way. You know what I mean? Okay, so Ed, from Linda S. Hi, doll. Have you two ever met in real life? I love your friendship.
No, but soon, hopefully.
Yeah, we hope to, but I say that, and
Oh, girl,
I
I'll
never
drive to
do
you.
anything. Huh?
I said I'll be driving there. It's fine.
All right. Oh my
Mhm.
God, I'm full of such trepidation. Oh my God. Okay. Jesse says, "What's your dream holiday destination?"
Mine would be like
Okay,
Paris or France or like Paris.
yeah, Paris or England or something or
Yeah.
Australia. But I gotta have a driver and a freaking private jet. I can't fly. Oh my God, that freaking
Winnie, you
flying
can't
makes me.
fly either.
I can, but only with someone. I can't. I've never flown. Well, okay, when I was a kid, I flew alone, but I've never really gone anywhere by myself.
Okay.
So,
Well, we're taking a train to New York to New
oh my
Philly.
God,
So,
we're
yeah.
gonna Amtrak.
Yeah.
That's right. Holy
Hmm.
shit, that's gonna be fun. Okay. So what from Chanel Lady? Hey girl. Let me see here. What was your favorite TV show growing up? Growing up? Oh my God. It was Carol Burnett. Carol like I'm high over here. I will tell you I took a non-narcotic pain med for my neck and back when I fell in that hole. But as I was making me sound like I'm Carol, Carol Burnett. I can say it.
I think mine was like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
You like that? So now
Yeah, I was growing up with that, so yeah.
yeah, I do. I did watch every episode of that, but I have to tell you, now Will Smith gives me such.
He does. I agree. I know.
I don't know what happened to him, but like,
Mm.
I guess we won't know because normal people don't figure stuff like that out. We'll
No.
never get to know, thankfully. Like, people wish for fame. Bitch, give me the fortune. I know we're doing this, but I don't think that it's going to bring fame. I would love for it to bring enough money for me to exist on and shop on,
Right.
but yeah, I don't want. I would never want to be like a movie star or something. Or like the singers, they get it the worst, right? They
Oh
have.
gosh, how about how everybody's like throwing stuff up on stages now and
Oh my
there's
God! Did you
so many.
see the one of Cardi B?
Yes, she threw that microphone.
Oh my God! But I don't blame
Girl,
her. That girl
I
threw a
sent
whole
that
cup of
to
her
you
nasty
in our
drink
group.
on her.
I know. I'm the one who put that in our group chat.
Oh, you did? That's right. I was like, did you see Cardi?
Did
I
you
swear to you
see
guys,
Cardi B's video?
I have had like a Tylenol, like the equivalent of a Tylenol, but I really am like saying this is so whatever you
What?
said over here.
That bitch had good aim too. She
She
said,
was like, bitch. I was scared. I was thinking she was gonna just jump right down.
"Oh, that's I'm not I would have. I would have went down. I told Valerie that. I was like, I would have yanked someone's hair out of their.
Okay, did you ever listen to Afro Man? Do you know who I'm talking about? Because I got high.
Mhm.
Because
Yeah.
I loved Afro Man. We we didn't get the chance to see him live. I think he was playing at a place that I was, but I just went home instead of watching him and I regret it to this day. But there is a viral video out there of him fully on stage playing his guitar and singing, and some girl comes up and tries to dance, and he fully takes his free arm and, but I mean, not that I condone, you should never, but I
No.
think it freaked him out, and he did probably get sued and stuff, and I'm sure he got in trouble for it.
Mhm.
But if you ever see, I'll try to find it and send it to you. But he was totally just up there, just vibing with his song, and his girl got on the stage. She jumped on the stage and was like, "Oh my God, and then I mean, it was just like an instinct took over him, and he went, bah! Like, and I mean, she just went, oh,
Well, in their defense too, though, you don't know what people like. Look, Celine or like Selena, who was shot, like or
yes.
things like that. Like you don't know who's coming at you.
Cuckoo.
So you're gonna have your guards up. So don't run up on someone singing up on stage. Don't run up at them.
And I think it is crazy, but when I was on the radio, I know I say this all the time, 110 and band camp, but seriously, when I did radio years and years ago, I used to do a night where I did a bar appearance. Like I would go to this same bar and do, hey, come on down, where it's ladies' night, come and see us at the da 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 da. You know what I mean? But and so my boss, because that was in another town, would just let me take the station vehicle to my house, and then I would drive in it because I did mornings, right? So he was like, "Yeah, you're going home late at night. You might as well just drive it back in the morning, right?" So I remember one weekend, for some reason, I had done it, and I'd left it in my driveway for a couple days. It had been there because I didn't go back to work right away, so I kind of left it there. And listen to me when I tell you, I got people just knocking on my door freely. Hey, who is so and so in there? Who lives here? Like, oh, are you on the radio? You know what I mean? Like,
Oh
they weren't
my,
really obsessed with me. They were upset. You know what I mean? Like they wanted,
yeah.
and it was kids too. And then some kid actually came to the door like 4 or 5 times that weekend that I had it parked in my. Da, 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 da. Hey, ding dong, ding dong, ding. Like, oh my God, what? And I finally was just like, what do you want? It was a kid. He goes, hey, you got any free t-shirts? I was like, okay, yeah, I do. But
I
like, I
need
can
your tea.
imagine, like, just from that experience, and then I did have a guy in prison who listened to me, and he wrote me a love letter, which was creepy AF.
Oh God.
Creepy. And then, dude, when he got phone privileges, he called he would call and I would not answer the phone. And he called our sister station one day and he called the girl there, said, Winnie works at the station next to us. She's not in this studio. Like you, so, cause I would answer the phone. I just knew it was him.
Right.
He called the front desk and this bitch, the lady that ran the front desk, he said, hey, I'm Winnie's brother and our mom has been in an accident and I really need to get in touch with her. So she thinking
Yeah.
this seriously freaking happened. She thinking like, oh my God. And so we did have a private line hotline number that, only employees had. She gave him the number. I was like, oh my God. But the gal that worked mornings on the other station, she probably dealt with this a lot because she was pretty popular and she like works in a big station in Ohio now. You probably know her. But anyway, yeah, she's like got it going on. But she picked up the phone and
Is it
cussed him. She was
Delilah?
like, huh?
Is it Delilah?
No, God,
Oh.
no. 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 Not her. Not Delilah. Not sweet little Delilah. But anyway, no. But seriously, she picked up the phone and like literally told him that we are going to have police, da da da. And I was like, he's already in prison, dude. Like, what's happened? Yeah, that totally happened.
Yeah,
It was kind of scary. Okay. So our dream holiday vacation TV show, dream bag for each of you. It's a Kelly for me. It used to not be, but now I just feel like, what the hell? If you can't beat them, join them. So that would be, what would yours be?
It's not even really that expensive, but it's the bag that I want the most right now, which would be from the men's line of Fendi, a baguette. So
Ooh, okay,
yeah,
that's an attainable goal.
yeah, and it's
I
not.
don't see myself getting a Kelly, but you know, but man, that is totally an attainable goal.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I want the most.
If I could have whatever I wanted, like totally maybe this isn't attainable, but I would like to have the mini capucines from Louis Vuitton in that like tan with the suede looking embossed
Mhm.
LVs on it. Oh god, that
That's cool. Yeah.
like totally, something. But I don't. I think that bag's like 8 grand. Probably they're gonna price hike it, and it's gonna be 10. Yeah. So, and Jesse says, "What is your favorite book?" Wow.
Um, so I have a couple of them, but The Silent Patient is my recent book that I read not too long ago.
Yeah.
Read that book. It's so good.
Good.
Yeah,
Okay.
called The Silent Patient. And
Yeah.
then um this is a book which not a lot of people I think could read because I mean it's a really rough book to read, but A Child Called It was just
Oh,
such a I that
I've
was a good.
heard of that. I have
Yeah.
heard of that. I just have never read it.
It was like one of the worst cases of child abuse cases in the state of California back in that time or whatever. It was dreadful.
Oh,
But the
I don't
what
know.
he's became now is amazing. So yeah, it was a
So
good book.
is it's a real like you don't like fiction, you like real.
So
Okay.
The Silent
Okay.
Patient is fiction. The
Okay.
Child Called It is on a true events, like true story. It's his story. He's telling it, the author. So
Oh god. Um wow, that sounds good, but also like
it's
um
good. Yeah.
I have always liked like fantasy or sci-fi, which is weird, I know. But my favorite author is Joe Hill, which is Stephen King's son. So he writes like horror, kind of like a lot like his dad, very reminiscent of his dad. So I love the book Nosferatu. It's one of my favorite reads. And then they came out with it as a show, and Zachary Quinto was the. I just wasn't picturing. You know how when you read the book and then you
Hmm.
see the movie and the person isn't who you had in your
Yeah.
mind. Like I can see a movie, then read the book. I'm cool. But
Yeah.
if I read the book and then see, I'm like, I don't see that being. And I have to tell you, like, I read the Harry Potter books over and over. I bought them fully for my children, read them. Same with Twilight. I bought those for my daughter, who read them over and over again. I did. So, and I'm usually reading 2 or 3 books at a time. I am currently reading the prequel to the Hunger Games, which the movie is dropping on
Oh yeah.
Thanksgiving. And so it gives a backstory into why, God, I can't think of the
No.
Snow. Yeah, Snow.
Hmm.
It gives the backstory of him, how he became what he became. And so it's a really good
It
read. I'm
looks
about
interesting.
halfway through it. So I like those kind of books. I've read like almost all the Stephen King's. Like, girl, I have listened to Green Mile. I've read it a few times. It's a big book, but I love the Green Mile. I love the movie and I love the book. So
Now I
there
tried
you
to
go.
read the Twilight books, but I had already seen the first movie and then
Oh
tried to
yeah,
read the first book. I
yeah.
can't watch the movie and then read the book. That doesn't work for
It's
me.
hard. Yeah. See, I had
Because
done it
even though
prior.
yeah, it gives you extra stuff that you didn't get from the movie, but also I'm bored to death because I know what the outcome regardless is. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. You're one of those, like, my daughter wants to know the last of the book before she starts reading it. She can't stand a mystery. She can't stand not knowing. She
oh no.
likes to, she'll start watching a TV show and she gets the fanfic and or she goes on the like what happens and she
Mm-mm.
watches all that and I'm like, you just ruined the whole movie and
Yeah,
show for us. But yeah,
I
she's
can't
that way.
I cannot be I don't I want to be surprised. Just like the book The Silent Patient.
Yeah.
Look look into that book because it's a really good one. And the ending, I literally sat that book down and so I can still remember when I got to the towards the ending and I said, "What the?" Like
Right.
it was just
Okay.
like yeah, it was so good.
Yeah. Have you ever read any? I think her name is Gillian Anderson. She did that. It, okay, so I read her books. She only had like 3 or 4 out at the time. I'm not sure that she has any more. The Gone Girl author.
Okay.
So Yes, and then she had, I actually read the book before HBO did a series on it. Oh my god, love, love, love. I think that maybe it was an Oprah book. I did read a lot of the when she would review a book on her book club, I would always be like, "Oh god, yes." Like, and I read The Bluest Eye, Toni Morrison. Love, love, love Toni Morrison. So yeah, I don't know. I just have a whole lot of. I like to read. It's an escape for me, but I can read a book and then start 2 or 3 more and then just be going like that's something's wrong with my brain. Like I won't even finish one and I'll start a new one and then go back and forth,
So
which
I'm
I
not too much of a reader. Like, I mean, if I read maybe like honestly, it's like maybe 1 or 2 books a year. Like I
yeah.
just and then it's like, yeah,
I
I
have
just don't
read a lot of
really read that.
biographies. Oh my god, I've read the Marsha Brady one. I have
Hmm.
read the Oprah one, the Tom Cruise, Rosie O'Donnell. I've read so many. I love reading about like to see how stars really are because what we see is not really even if it's an unauthorized like if somebody just
Yeah.
took the liberty and did it. I feel like there's a lot of truth to it because they did some investigation on it. So a lot of it maybe some of it might not be true, but a lot of it probably is rooted in fact. Seiko and oh, I read the craziest. I know everybody has varying opinions on Michael Jackson, but I read the it's an investigative book called Be Careful Who You Love. Like Billie Jean is not, I
Mhm.
think it's called Be Careful Who You Love. Okay. I mean, uh, just so yeah. We
I
just
have a
got on a
book.
whole tangent.
I'll be
Chat to
sending you a
Chris.
package here before long. So when I do, there's a book that I'm going to include. It's a documentary of Marilyn Monroe, and it was really good. But oh my god, that poor girl had so many people
Yeah.
take advantage of her. It was horrible. So
I watch a lady that buys a lot of. Do you know that her memorabilia still brings a lot of money at like auctions and stuff? And there is a lady that does. She's a younger girl. She does a lot of makeup tutorials, and she uses a lot of. And I'm always like, "Girl, that stuff came out in 1963. Why are you putting it on your face right now?"
I know exactly who you're talking about. Yeah,
Yes, she's cool, and
she's
she looks
cool.
amazing. She's so gorgeous, and she
Hmm.
does the glammed up like 40s and 20s looks and 50s and 60s. And then she buys these auction like old stars, dead
I know.
stars from the 50s and 60s, and she fully puts it on her friggin' face.
Hmm. She's
Uh-uh.
gonna get a sty in the eye.
I know that's right. I know that's right. You're gonna get some stuff that
Yeah.
muscle or water can't rub off. Okay. Chris says, "Is there a bag style you cannot stand and wish would go out of fashion?" A bag style.
So I do have a bag
Hmm.
style that I can't stand, and I've bought quite a few of them, and I've realized that they don't work for me, which is
What do you?
bucket bags. They just don't work for me.
Oh, I love a good bucket bag, but I
See,
don't carry them though.
I don't carry it, and I love the way they look. That's
I
my
do too.
but
I
I
can't
carry them,
stand.
and they like are awkward. And first off, I carry enough stuff like that fits in here. Like this is stuffed full,
Yeah,
but when I take this and put it in a bucket bag, I feel like it's like just a little bit of stuff in this big, huge. Like it doesn't
yeah, and
work.
it's all the way down at the
Yeah.
bottom. Yeah, I
So
am not a fan of this bag. I won't probably ever. I know never say never because I'm crazy, but I
and
won't
now
probably buy another Alma bag. I like this one because it's tiny, but doesn't sit right on my fat. You know
and
what I
that's
mean?
so that was if you go back and watch my first video, it was me unbox, which was a dreadful video by the way, which was whatever, but it was a LV no a GM, and that was the thing with that bag. The bottom of it was so stiff that there was no
Yeah.
give, and I felt like it was like 7 feet out from my side.
Yeah, I'm not a real yeah, the bucket too, like the no A's.
Hmm.
I think they're cute, and I might like to have one day like the mini, like Autumn has, but then I don't know. I got enough bags. I got enough
Yeah.
bags, and I got more coming in every damn day. You know how that goes. Chats with Chris. Chris says Amtrak across the country is beautiful and worth the trip. Oh my God, I want to.
We're
Chris,
going.
I love how you go on a trip because I followed you on your Instagram when you went on vacation, and I loved every single post. Like, chef's kiss. I thought it was great. I had a good time reading your Instagram and seeing your photos. They lifted my spirits, honey. Y'all, when y'all go on vacation, that's just what the heck you do is you vacate. I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh gosh, Cammy had to go to bed. Good night, Cammy. So yeah, I think we covered. You got to get off it. Well, not yet, but we'll
No,
talk a
yeah,
little
that's
while
fine.
longer. Diana's here. Yay, Winnie and Ed. Saya. Oh my God, I'm late. I was teaching a painting class. Saya, that's what Yota does on Tuesday nights too. What?
So
Saya?
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Okay, because you really love a Speedy. Okay.
Yeah.
So that Speedy Amazon that you have back there, does it bother you that it does not have top handles with it? Because I
Yes,
feel like that would bother the crap out of me.
it does.
Okay.
This is more of a trophy now than anything. I did carry it when I first got it and it came in. But remember Teabag, Rebag, which I hate.
I
Um,
just saw another video of somebody
oh
complaining about
yeah, yes. I
I
know,
forget
and
the
I
name.
did a video that she did. And I reached out to her and asked her if it would be okay if I did the video that she did. So it's coming out tomorrow. But yes, she and I like her a lot. Somehow Adulting is her channel name. If you guys get a chance, go watch her. She's great.
Yeah,
But yeah, she just had a good video about how Rebag did her the exact same way they did me.
exactly the same way. They
But yeah, this I am, and also so like I put it here so you can crossbody it, but it's too big to really like
yeah.
you know what I mean? So
Is that one
I
the
do.
30 or the 25?
This is I think a 25 moreover. Um it's a little bit shorter. Well, no,
Okay.
it's about the same. It's
Yeah.
about the same capacity too. Yeah, so I would say it's a 25, yeah. But I judge that. You know how I can tell what's what is if it fully fits in the shelf, it's still a 25 or small because a 30 won't. It hangs over.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, what scares me and makes me crazy about this bag is that they didn't disclose it and I didn't figure it out. That it had that split in the handle. Oh shit, I just had it. But it
Oh,
has
yeah.
this,
Remember
yeah,
that. You saying that. Yeah.
yeah, and so it makes me very nervous. I just saw it. Where the hell did it go? Yeah, it's right here. There's a split almost down to the like real,
Yeah.
yeah, and so it makes me scared to carry it a little bit.
Hmm. That would
Uh,
make me scared too.
but yeah, my
And that's a
predictions.
shame because it's such a beautiful bag. But yeah,
It's
I
beautiful.
thinking that one day. I was like, I wonder how she likes that not having because like I love having like the getting out of
Yes.
the car and stuff and
Yeah, that is one of the drawbacks of this bag. I like it. I think. Oh, I must have carried it to work because I have my lock my purse to my computer thing. So, which is
there's that.
there's that stupid thing. But yeah, I predict that this bag she will go on the chopping block in the next year or so. I would say
Yeah.
because she just sits here. She's beautiful. She's kind of said all she needs to say in my collection, and I couldn't see another thing until I got her. Like I just was like, oh my god, if I could just have that one bag, my life would be complete. You know how that goes.
Yeah.
And then you get that one bag, and
That's how that Marc
yeah,
Jacobs was for me. I could think nothing else. And it wasn't
nothing.
even an expensive bag. It was very affordable, but
But
girl,
yeah, once you got it, you were like,
hated it.
yeah,
It was not me. Yeah.
it's so that's the way it is. Chris says, I have this fever dream of catching Rosie O'Donnell doing something sketchy and her buying me or giving me an Hermes bag to shut me up. I know it's crazy, but maybe one day. Maybe one day. I think Rosie O'Donnell is kind of like, I don't really care anymore, right? Isn't
Oh my
she?
god, she's on TikTok and she says some crazy things
She,
sometimes.
once she got off the View, she was just like, "F it,
Mhm.
I'm gonna say what I want. I'm gonna do what I
She
want."
does too.
I watched her. I watched her biography on. She did this whole. She did a documentary. It's probably been 10 or 15 years ago now. But her kids have come out and said that she was kind of a bitch, and the attitude that she had in the documentary was full of hate and not. She never said anything fun, uplifting, or funny in the whole thing, and it was
Oh
kind of like
no.
really dark. And
Yeah.
I just kind of changed my opinion on
Although, if you
yeah,
think about it, a lot of the comedians and different people who are just amazing, they had really dark
they
lives.
have dark
They
lives. Yeah.
did, yeah.
I think you're right. Yeah. Yeah, 100%. Yep. Dawn Donuts is here. Wow, Saya, I bet it's fantastic. I can't remember if I've told you, but I live in a 150-year-old brewery turned into an artist loft. Yes, Saya, you are an
That's cool.
artist, my friend. I love that. Dawn says, Saya, I bet would love to see pics just because I love stuff like that. Shiloh says, hey, girl. I like Dawn goes on to say, I like watching that stuff on HGTV. And Saya says, I'll post some pics here and there on my Insta. So yeah, those of you that want to see Frozen Lecture, he posts all kinds of great stuff. But I have to tell you, I love seeing I can get caught in an Instagram tunnel and I will laugh my friggin' ass off. And my TikTok, I know that people love TikTok, but for me, it's Instagram just scrolling through the funny and it's the same stuff. I mean, I know they post it on TikTok and then they post it over there. But for whatever reason, it's funnier to me when I watch it on Instagram and I will laugh my ass off almost every day. After I get off from work, I will lay down and just start scrolling. Honey, I laugh so hard. My daughter, I'll laugh for 2 hours. I will cry. I will cry, fully cry, laughing. And my daughter will come in there and be like, Are you done? Are you
Are
done
you
scrolling?
okay?
But yeah. I love me some Insta. I never got it. My best friend, LA, she would rave about, being on her Insta all the time. And I don't even have one. I don't get it. But what I couldn't get into was Twitter. Did you ever get it on
No,
Twitter?
I never
I
got it.
couldn't, I couldn't,
Mhm.
no one followed me back or whatever. And I couldn't, everything that I saw was just hateful, mean stuff.
And
And
then
I was just like,
yeah,
nah.
Twitter's on Instagram. I used to have all kinds of posts on Instagram and I used to use the crap out of it. But then when I first started the fostering, I had some craziness go on and we had to like delete social
Yeah,
medias and all kinds of stuff, like because there was somebody looking for us.
yeah, yeah,
So I have like two posts on there now because everything was like Instagram, like everything else, I was able to pause and like have taken down to where then it would just come right back.
yeah,
Instagram, I couldn't figure out how to do that. I literally just had to delete everything.
yeah.
So
So you don't have one now? You should
I
probably
do
start a
have
little
one,
one. You do?
but it's
Okay.
very like I think there's like two pictures on there, and then um, because it wasn't the same that I had. Do you know what I mean? Like I don't know. It's just
Yeah.
not.
Yeah, I get it.
I have a
Yeah.
hard time getting on there now. But and
Yeah.
then when I get on there though and I'm scrolling, it's like not so. There's a lot of hot people that just like keep popping up, and I'm
Oh
like,
my
what is my
gosh.
Instagram?
Those
You can tell what I've liked a lot.
there's a couple of ladies that I wish I had gotten on board their train first, but like they've already cornered the market on this, but it's these what do they call it? Stitch or when they what do they call that? I can't even think of what it's called right now, but where they will, you know, have a person's video, like a hot guy working out with
Oh yes, I think it's
obviously,
called Stitch or whatever. Yeah,
yeah, and then there's this lady like my age. There's a couple of them that'll come on there and go, "Oh my god, look at that!" Blah blah blah, and just start riffing on, you know, parts of his body. And I kick myself every time, thinking, "Oh God, I wish I had gotten on this train."
there
But yeah,
is a there's these friends. This you know, um, a guy and this girl, and the guy obviously plays for the same team that I do. And they watch like these videos of like someone cooking or this or that, and it's like always a
yeah,
hot guy, and they're always like this, like saying all kinds
yeah. Those I love
of
those reaction
hilarious.
videos.
Yeah,
Those crack me up.
me
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, I love that. Let's see here. Dawn says, Winnie, do you carry your Pochette Matisse? I did carry this when I first got it. There's a reason I don't carry it now. I need to send it in to LV because it's not snapped. Oh my god, I hate when my bag's not
It's
snapped.
not snapped.
Oh Lord help. Okay, so there's a couple of little things. I think there's a difference in you can see the color. So like you can see how it's really dark there and then it's faded to a different, right? It's a weird thing. Maybe I just need to condition it really well, but it's almost
Hey,
like
mother, if you're watching, will you please tell Caleb to shut his bedroom door? Thanks.
but it's almost like if you look at it in a weird light, it's like somebody had something draped over it right here and there's like a border, a darker, it's a weird thing. I can see it, and then at the bottom it's darker. So I need to send it in to LV. And also I've got full on glazing peeling.
Yeah.
So
I seen a video though where the Pochette Matisses they had a lot of glazing issues when they first
yeah,
came out. So
yeah, yeah. And this is a 2017, I want to say. So there are some issues. I need to get in here and try to clean the canvas better because I don't know what, I'm not really sure why. And can you guys see it? Kind of. There's just like a 1 inch border where it's really dark right here. And then this is kind of faded out. It's a
yeah,
weird
you can
thing.
see it. Certain ways you do the light, you can see it. Yeah.
Yeah. And so I'm kind of like, this is another reason I won't buy from Rebag because I think they don't disclose enough. And then the thing is, when you get something, you're so excited, and the little tiny things you don't see, and you carry until you carry the bag and get in and out of it, and then you kind of like, whoa. And then your time period for exchanging or sending it back is gone. And what Rebag will do a lot of times, guys, is they'll after they send it to you, they'll change the return policy to no exchanges or refunds on the bag. Once, yeah, like this happens a
Wow.
lot. I had so many people go in my comments and say and DM me like, "Oh, guess what they did to me? Like they fully changed this bag that I bought while it was in the mail to me." On the website from yeah, exchange within 30 days to no refund, no exchange, final sale.
They are shisty bitches.
Shady as hell, but that's why. Okay, so I carried this solid for a few weeks when I first got it. I got this for my birthday last year, and I absolutely love it.
It's a
I
gorgeous
still love it.
bag.
It's a wonderful bag, and
It's
I
so
it was
pretty.
one of my wish list items. But that one thing has got me like, what's going on here? And then the glazing. So I just need to contact Louis Vuitton and say,
Yeah.
can you take a look at her? But see, they don't make this bag anymore, so I can't replace it really. I mean, I could replace it with a nicer,
Yeah.
you
So
know.
maybe send that one in and get fixed.
Yeah,
Sell the Amazon bitch. It doesn't have a top handle.
I know, and I mean, I thought it wouldn't be an issue, Ed, but it's such a.
Yeah.
I don't realize how much I do.
Yeah.
I that's why I sold the friggin'. Oh God, I got a video coming up, but I'll just tell you guys that are watching. I sold the flipping strap on in this because I bought something else, needed the money, and plus, I just didn't like the strap as much. I just
Yeah.
didn't like it. So I found that I like this or my cheap, organize my bag or Amazon, wherever. I can't remember which one. I think Amazon I got this one fully from. But yeah, I'll do it this way or top hand done.
Yeah. The last 2 days, that's what I've been doing is just top handling. Like the
That's what
strap got
I'm saying.
annoying
Like,
to me.
it makes no sense.
Yeah. The
Yeah,
strap got.
this is a beautiful bag. She's a showpiece, but she's a bitch to carry, so be warned.
Now,
Be warned.
so your Speedy that's up there in the Vachetta, is it literally the same shape and everything, like made exactly like the Demi Arabine, just all in Vachetta? Like, because that's a Speedy 20,
Yeah.
correct? Up there?
Yeah. This one's a 20 as well. Yeah. Yeah. Um, pretty much the same capacity, same size.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. See, they
Yeah,
had
that
done
bag's
this
cool.
bag. I think they did this in a black Empreinte prior to them saying, "Oh, here's a Damia or here's a Speedy 20." They already did a Speedy 20 before. It wasn't like they did. And I think this is a 2019 release, as a matter of fact, or 2020, 2021, somewhere. I could look, but I'm lazy. But yeah, it's a 20. And this bag, though,
That bag's gorgeous.
guys, the best part of this friggin' bag
It
is,
is the interior. Yeah, that is so cool.
I mean, because they didn't do it on the outside. They said, Cinderella and Rella. But yeah, I could see what this is. I don't really know. Oh, I have an organizer in here now. I forgot.
Are you so afraid of using that bag?
No, not at all, because it's
Real?
already taken a hit and it has
Yeah.
I wouldn't carry it in the rain. I wouldn't fully
Yeah.
take it out in the rain, but it already has a drip right there.
Okay.
So
It's so
someone else
pretty.
is taking the hit. So
Yeah.
like I don't mind it a bit. I'm trying to find the I know this has a code in it, but I have no idea,
Oh,
guys.
girl, I went on looking at those pre-loved, obviously, because that's what you have to look at them pre-loved. But anyways,
Yeah.
they're so expensive.
Seriously,
Yeah,
these?
yeah. Like
I got a
for
freaking deal on this.
yeah, I couldn't find any. Like, what was the cheapest one I saw? I don't know, maybe it was 20 some $100. I know that.
Okay, yeah, here, I found it, guys. I found it. And she's too old. Oh, it's 20. Yeah, it's a 20. So yeah, I love this. The only reason I can remember when they released this, and it was in 2019, and I was at work scrolling, and my BFF John, who works at the same place I work at, walked behind me, and I didn't even know he was back there. And I was on this bag, and I had added it to cart, and he was watching over my shoulder, and I didn't even realize it. And he put his hand over my phone, and I will never forget this. And he said, "Just stop." Because I was like I am now. He was just like, just stop.
And you're like, oh, but I really want
But
it.
I did have this in my bag. And at the time, I think it was like $1,900. But, it's relative to what I think I paid, oh God, 2,100.
Okay, so yeah,
Yeah.
that's around the prices that I've seen them at. Like, but
Yeah.
in me, I'm like, that's expensive to me.
It is expensive. No, it's so funny how the drift, what do they call that? Creep, the lifestyle creep and the
Yeah.
bag creep that happens, because I know that 10 years ago, not even 10 years ago, I'm going to say 6 or 7 years ago, I went into a boutique and saw a bag for, 500, 1,000, and would think, oh, hell no, there's no way in hell I'm paying $1,000. You're crazy. But it switches on like that, and so easily it becomes a $500 bag. Shit, that's a bargain. $1,000, yeah, all day. Okay, my
Yeah.
limit's two. I'm never gonna spend more than 2 grand. 2 grand, that's it. And then you go to like, well, if I have the actual money and save it myself, I could save up 5 grand and pay for a Chanel bag. totally makes sense. I mean, it's just like that.
My brain always thinks about stuff like that also. And then I'll think, okay, what am I not using? So that'll be this amount of money that I can put towards it. I can save this
Yes.
much out of each paycheck, like blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Like it's so obtainable. It's like it's not even going to cost me that much.
Like, oh, that's just $200 every time I get paid for 6
Yeah,
months.
it's not bad.
That's nothing. That's less than my car payment. Well, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
And it's
It's
so
funny how we put
easy.
stuff in our head. Yeah.
And so I just sold all that stuff. And it's so easy how I sold all that stuff, but have already bought other shit. And now am like, I gotta sell a couple more things.
Mm-hmm.
What? What? But she's totally paid for. All right.
Yeah, girl.
But yeah, it just happens like that, guys. It to me anyway. And I know I'm fucked up. I know I am. You don't. I mean,
Me
nobody.
too.
People don't have to tell me. I know it.
Although I don't know, this is what I said because I said this. I don't. It was a couple weeks ago to my friend Valerie because she said something. She goes, "That's or might have been yesterday." She goes, "The things that make you happy: handbags and pajama pants." I was like,
Oh
"Girl,
God,
you
I
right."
was looking at those today.
I have so many pairs of pajama pants because when I get home from work or if I'm like out and about and I get home, there's
No.
nothing else I'm doing. I'm on a V line to putting on pajama pants.
Okay, now Ed, tell me this. I fully got into a, you get into a search over Gilligan and oh God, Target used to carry them, and that's what I have on right now. And I thought this morning, like, I saw the tag in them. I went to pee and I was like, what kind of pajama pants are these? Because I need like 10 more. Like, these are great. I've probably had these for 5 or 6 years. And they're Gilligan and something company or something. And Target used to carry them. And you can't find them now. They switched brands or they went out.
Oh,
I
I
don't
think
know.
I
But
know what you're. Yeah, I know exactly what brand you're talking about.
I
Yeah,
love these so much. Why didn't I buy 10 pairs
I
when I
have a pair that my sister has right now because she borrowed them when she came here one night, and they were the most. They're so soft and so flowy and comfortable. The ones that I have,
Yes.
and that bitch still has them.
You're gonna
And
have to
she
go
actually
reclaim
she
them.
looked at me one day and she was like, "You know, you're not getting it back, right?" I was like, "Yeah, I've assumed so."
It's
But yeah,
happening.
I would say I have an obsession with like pajama pants. Like the other day, last week, or no, the week before, I was looking for my outfit. I wanted to go buy a brand new outfit for an interview or whatever, and I went to this V line because I seen these pajamas that had flamingos on them, and I was like, "This, oh my god, flamingos!" And Valerie, she goes, "You do not need any more pajama pants."
I had a pair that had pink elephants on them, just random, and I bought them at Goodwill, brand new with the tag on them. They were kind
Mm.
of like surgical, like what doctors wear, but they were thinner and more comfy. Kind of like Joe Boxer. Have you ever had any of those from like
Yeah.
Kmart? Yes, I love Joe Boxer, and you can't find those anymore
Mm-mm.
anywhere. I had two pairs like this. That pair with the pink elephants, and then I had a like not flannel. They weren't flannel, but they looked like a green plaid, and they were so freaking comfortable. And finally, the thing felt that like the ring around fell off of the.
That's the worst when that stuff
I
happens.
know, and Bill was like, if I wash these one more time and you don't see them for a while, don't get to wondering because I have thrown them out and they got thrown away.
So there was a
Breaks
not
my
pajama,
heart.
but there was this T-shirt that used to say, what was it? It said Joe's Bar or something, and my dad's name's Joe. So I had this
Oh.
T-shirt that we got on vacation. We went into this like little like pub and had a drink or whatever. I wore this shirt as a pajama shirt like for years.
Yeah.
Girl, it had like started to get holes, and like you know how like some t-shirts will get so thin it's almost like they're starting to get like see-through. It
Yes.
was hot, but it was the most comfortable shirt ever. I eventually had to throw it away, and I
I
was
know.
so sad.
Sad days. Like
Yeah,
sad days. Jane says she remembers let's see. Okay. Jane loves the Vachetta bag, right? Vachetta bag,
love
sorry.
it.
I love it too. I love it. Lexacial says so true. They pulled that shit with me too, talking about Rebag. I'm curious as to what their fate will be. It's clearly rumoring fast. I demand an explanation. Yes. Jane says, I have a goat Vachetta journal. Oh my God, I bet that's
Oh
amazing.
yeah, that's cool.
It started out white, now it's like a honey. Oh, I love, and it's of course been handled and carried. That's cool. Winnie, I just bought an LV bandeau to wrap the handle of my green Epi Speedy. Yes, girl. Yes. I'm so excited. Miss Jelly says it's like that meme with the lady doing math. We will justify those, right? I love that. I love that. Yes. Jane says she remembers those Target pajamas. Yeah, it was Gilligan. I just was searching for him today. Gilligan and something.
Hmm.
Gilligan.
I
Oh,
can't remember,
well.
but I know exactly what you're talking about.
Miss Jelly says, "Oh, at Jane Church, Massimo had the best T-shirts. They did. Are they gone too? Massimo, I guess, is there now
Yeah,
different.
I've not heard of them.
I don't know. Dawn says I have a pair that just keeps falling apart with each washing, and I still wear them. Look
Oh,
like I hope
I
my
know.
husband hates that. He hates it. He'll throw. Listen, he will fully throw out a blanket, like a stack of blankets, and I'm like, "There's nothing wrong with those blankets." Yeah, but we have 500. That doesn't mean you throw them out. I mean,
Oh,
maybe we have a crisis. We need a bunch of blankets. Like what?
girl, bringing that up. I'm also a connoisseur of throw.
Oh my God, we have so
I
much
buy
in
throw blankets
common.
all the time. If you look in I'll send you a picture. In my living room, I have two baskets that are folded, and they have like throw blankets and different things like that. Because when people come to my house, I want them to be able to grab a throw blanket and get comfortable if they want. And like, I buy throw blankets all the fucking time. It's like,
Okay. I think it's that we love soft stuff on our skin. Like we just love soft,
yeah.
right?
I think that might be. I don't know. It's funny that we like the same stuff
It
though.
is funny. It's like we're related. Oh my God. Miss Vicky said it. Yes, Gilligan O'Malley. I need that to come back because these are the most comfy. Oh my God. You got to bounce because you got an auction coming up. You got to bid.
I do.
Massimo's gone. He was married to Aunt Becky. Okay. Oh, that's sad. Jane says, I'm bougie and I got some Eileen Fisher sleep loungewear. Ooh, yes, girl. Oh my God. Yes. And I absolutely love 100% cotton. It's all flowy. Okay. Gilligan O'Malley pajamas. Yes. Oh my God. I love. If you guys know where I can find them, let me know. Luxacial says, me too. I keep a basket of blankets that way. Anyone, right? Because
Yes, girl.
we keep it really cold in our house. We are HVAC people, so we live that all year round. It
Me
is
too.
cold in our house. Even when it's winter out, we keep it a little nippy in here. We like the cold. Yes.
Everybody comes in my house and they're like, "Why is it so freaking
It's
cold in
freezing. I'm like, grab a blanket, bitch. Grab a hoodie. All of this stuff is
here?"
here for you. Put some gloves on, but we're
Yes,
not going to change the thermostat.
right.
Sorry.
That's the I cannot stand
Can't
being
be
hot.
hot.
Me too.
I can't be hot. Like I can't sleep being hot.
Mm-mm.
No. Oh hell no. I won't sleep at all if it's hot. I'll be
Me
like,
too.
oh God, I can't sleep.
It's so sticky.
Like, but you get the best sleep when it's freezing freaking cold.
Yeah,
Guys, trust me on this. If you guys don't know, your body, whatever reason, sleeps like the dead when it's cold. Well, because your body temperature has dropped and you're almost hypothermic. Oh my God, I swear, nothing to drink, no, nothing. But yeah. And Bill keeps one of our pillows between us. I used to be that pillow.
oh,
I'd say when we were like in our 40s, it's been about 15 or 20 years. It didn't last long. he was like, well, I gotta have something to throw my leg up on. I'm like, but I used to be that something. He's like, well, could it be a pillow? And we made a bargain. And I said, as I go to sleep, if you can rub my back and other parts until I fall asleep, you could totally keep your body. I call it the cock blocker. Just saying, guys, I really do.
It's what it sounds like.
It is. It's cock block pillow. But I said you can keep your cock blocker as long as you lull me to sleep with gentle rubbings every night. I'm not talking about nasty rubbings, but that won't hurt either, guys.
No.
It's 2 minutes out of your day, for God's sakes. Let's get it.
Do it.
All right, babes, I hope you win your auction. Thank you to everyone coming out tonight. Steph, everyone makes fun of me for wearing my hoodies in the boiling summer, but my house 62, right? Yes. Okay, I love you guys. Thank you guys for stopping by. We had a
Love
good
you
time.
all.
I feel like we got a lot of ground covered tonight. Thank you for the questions. And Ed, I hope you win your, oh, my butt went to sleep.
Girl, I'll let you know.
Okay, bye, guys.
Love ya.
Bye. See you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.